Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Today is Small Business Saturday. If you can get out and support any small business in your area, please try to do so. I got a letter from a woman who basically explained to me that she is in a miserable situation and the holidays are coming up and she knows that she needs to get a divorce. I have zero judgment on her decision. Based on the things that she wrote, I would have gotten a divorce 10 years ago. So kudos to her for trying as long as she did. But she said something that stuck with me. She said, I'm so afraid of what my life will be outside of this relationship. And I thought, change really is terrifying for people. It really is. And I started to think about why. And I heard there's an old proverb that I heard a long time ago. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know it exactly, but it's something like, the devil we know is much better than the devil we don't know. Meaning sort of the bad situations we find ourselves in are still safer to us than the what ifs. So many of us would rather stay at a bad job than quit out of fear that we may never find anything else or fear that the next one is worse. So many of us stay in the wrong relationships because of the fear of all of what comes with trying to leave. And then what if I never meet anyone else? And then what if that guy's worse than the one I'm with now? We go through all of these things. But so I wrote her back and I said, let me ask you a question. If I told you that in 5 years, your life was going to be exactly as it is now, would you be happy? And she was like, oh God, no, absolutely not. I said, then what are you so afraid of? Honestly, if you know that if your life was exactly the way it is now, 5 years from now, that would make you miserable, how is that not the motivation to make a change? So often when we have to do something that scares us, we get the opinions of everybody around us, almost like we don't want the responsibility of making the decision alone. It's like the responsibility of being the sole decision maker for something that scares us is too much for us to bear. It's why reviews of products work so well, right? Looking for something, a gift, whatever, you spend, I don't know about you guys, but I spend 30 minutes reading reviews. It's almost like I need other people to convince me that the purchase is worth it. Imagine if you were like, got to get a divorce. Go online and read reviews. Divorce, Alabama, Birmingham, mother with 3 kids. Oh, look, there's 20 reviews of moms with 3 kids who got a divorce in Alabama. I can read about what lawyers they used. I can read about how long it took. I can read about what judge they had. I can read about the hard parts, the good parts. Could you imagine how great that would be if we were reading reviews, had to leave my job after 15 years? Oh, here's a review about how it went. Life reviews. Maybe I should start that on my website. Life reviews. Anyway, I just was thinking so much about it. It's like, if we know that our life as it is now, we don't want it to stay the same. We know that if our life was exactly the same in 5 years from now, we would be miserable. Then we know we have to take action. We know we have to make a change. But change is the unknown is terrifying to people. Terrifying. It is almost paralyzing for some people. So I don't encourage specific behaviors. Like, I'm not a person who's like, quit your job, get a divorce, throw your kid out, whatever it is that you guys write. That is not it. I address the fear. what is it that you're most afraid of? I don't know your marriage. I can't tell you to stay or go. I don't know your job. I can't tell you to stay or go. I don't know your friendships, so I can't tell you to stay or go. What I can tell you is that I'll use a friendship for an example. I walked away from a friendship that was 25 years long. It was scary. It was terrifying to me to know that once I made that decision, I would not have that person to call for the mundane things, right? But overall, what it is, and it was scary. It was scary to think that your lifeline that you've had for so long, your comfort, right? Comfort. Michael's such a pain. You don't want to believe what Olivia did. My sister's driving me crazy. Blah, 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 right? The comfort of this was gone. But when you look at the big picture, and I was scared to do it. What it's provided me now is I'm able to look back on the friendship and see the good and find comfort in my decision and go, you made the right decision and it's okay. There was good there. Hopefully if you leave your job because it's no longer, and so many of us do the waiting game. Well, I'll just wait until my kids are older. Well, I'll just wait until I take my week vacation. When you're 80 and you look back, you're not going to be thankful you stayed at another dead-end miserable job for 3 days of paid vacation. I'm telling you, it is not worth it. I'm not saying quit your job and then have no backup plan, but I'm saying if you are miserable and you are thinking about this and you are scared, make a plan. Just make a plan. Step 1, make a plan. But that saying, the devil we know is much less scary than the devil we don't know, is so true, because the unknown will keep us stagnant and paralyzed for years if we're not careful. So just think about whatever situation you're in right now, whatever is weighing on you right now. If your life was exactly the way it is today, a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, would you be disappointed? If the answer is yes, make a plan. I love you guys so much today. Have a great day.